This is Amy Bacon with Spirit Pathways, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, November 6th, through this coming Sunday, November 12th, 2017. And we're going through a season of change. No doubt about it, we are shifting. And you felt it, and you are becoming aware of what needs to change for you. All the wiggling and swaying is to dislodge you from the situations and circumstances, things, people, habits, and patterns that no longer suit your desired path and outcomes. Don't resist. Participate. Think about how you want your life to be. Define your priorities. Honor your heart's desires and your soul's intentions. No more wiggling and swaying with indecision. It's time to twist and pivot and break free so you can head in your intended direction. Your purpose matters. Allow yourself to align to and follow your individual purpose. And then you're going to feel your heart burst open to wonderful possibilities. And you may feel isolated in this process, alone in your understanding of what needs to change for you. Just take a deep breath and know irrevocably that you are not doing this alone. You are surrounded by loving guidance, support, help, protection, and love. You always have been, and you always will be surrounded by your counsel of spirit guides and angels and loved ones and entities of the highest white light. This devoted and loving group helps you navigate through your life and live to your highest potential. They give you the insight to make the best decisions, and they lovingly help you undertake the most beneficial changes to align you to your joy. Change and shifting, it may feel difficult in the short term, but in the long term, it's going to position you to be able to embrace and enjoy happiness that is perhaps beyond your mind and beyond what you can think up by yourself. Your counsel, along with your higher self, knows the unlimited potential of your purpose. So trust in your guidance. Trust your intuition and your inner knowing. These are reliable and trustworthy direction for you. It's all there within. It's all available to you. All right. Let's see what we've got this week. I'm going to lay these out, and then I'm going to go over each one to give you a complete reading for the energy of this week and how you can use it to your best advantage. I love it. All right. Look at these. Are very powerful cards. Court cards and the major arcana. I love it. All right, we're starting with the Chariot. In a nutshell, the Chariot says once you've dealt with your inner struggles, then things take off. Things go for you. So this is about, at first, go within. Figure out what you're struggling with. Figure out what's holding you back. What's got you stymied. And then work with that energy. Work with it until you get your breakthrough. Which, the breakthrough, it's like 80-85% of the work. Knowing what's holding you back. Identifying what's holding you back is most of the work. And then things zoom. Then you recognize your important achievement. And others recognize it as well. And all this inner work, ask Archangel Metatron to help you with this. And realize it's going to take a little bit of, this self-discipline and willpower, because you're going to need to focus within. You're going to need to ask your guides to help you. What is holding me back? What is my inner struggle? What is my biggest fear? What is this blockage? And then they will give you the answer. They will download it, boom, right there into your head as a complete concept that you have to sort of separate and pick apart. And that's your understanding. And that's your exact beautiful momentum of what it is you need to do to affect that change in your life. This is flowing absolutely perfectly from the message that I just gave you. And it's how, they're giving you the formula. This is how you get started. This is how you make things break through and go. And then they're going to give you a solution. Queens are solutions. The Queen of Earth, she's all about your material world, your health, your money. I love the queens. Because look, meow, she's doing a pot of gold. See the money flinging out of it? She's just conjuring with her hands this pot of gold. And she's telling you this is what you're doing as well. You do it by being thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. And on all those lovely attributes, you will make time for the people around you. And you will take a sensible approach, no more goofiness. And you're going to deal with any challenges in a kind and understanding and loving manner. And realizing that you're not doing this alone is going to help you. Ask your counsel of spirit guides and angels and loved ones and entities of the highest white light to assist you in creating your pot of gold. To assist you in anything that you need to get your material world and your health in order. And then the Page of Fire. Pages are messengers. So this is a messenger to take action, which is fire. Through your attributes of being outgoing and creative and confident and a bit mischievous, which is always good, you're going to create even more. Here she is again, that queen. As a page filling this egg with all the things she wants the egg to hold for her. Your wishes, your dreams, your desires, all the outcomes that you want. This is also paying attention to the opportunities that you're being offered. And your originality, your ingenuity, your creative spark is what matters and which is what carries you forward. So cherish that individuality. Your ideas and your concepts are unique. They may be the same sort of general thing as someone else's, but how you approach it and how you want to affect it is different and is unique, and that's where the value lies. So a message to take action on your outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous ideas. And the Dreamer, brand new beginnings. It's a 0. Archangel Metatron again. Very powerful energy here. This is the new beginning that doesn't pull from the past. So it's called the Dreamer. You've got to pay attention to your dreams and your desired outcomes and all that change that you want to have happen in your life. Your shift. You're shifting. You can't deny it. You can't avoid it anymore. You have to allow it. And this shift is incredible because it gives you this new beginning that is in alignment with your dreams. And yes, it's a bit of a leap of faith, but you've got to follow those dreams and you've got to say yes to those unexpected opportunities that are amazing and are in alignment with where you want to be. I love all the swirling magic around you. There you are with your dog, and it's just swirling magic of what's next. And I'm going to actually show you these two together. Here you are. It's the Dreamer. eagerly looking forward, embarking on your new adventure. And the ego steps in. And what does the ego do? It puts a mask on your face. You've got your pot of gold in your hands, but the ego is trying to blind you. And this time, Archangel Metatron is calling in Archangel Jophiel to assist you in removing the mask. All the ego does is focus on drama. All the ego does is try and convince you of limitations. It tries to convince you that you are chained to something or blinded by something, and that's not true. It's just simply, completely, and totally not true. The ego hates your success. So the ego is going to get in the way of it, and you've just got to knock that aside and say, oh, no, no, no. This is my shift. This is me living to my highest potential and living to my greatest happiness and joy, and I'm going with that. And all he needs to do is just reach up and just rip off that mask. It's just barely on him, a little chain behind it. So it's a false sense of entrapment. And it's being overly focused on 3D drama, material things, focused on negative or fear-based beliefs and thoughts that are not going to serve you, that are not part of that pot of gold. And this is Archangel Jophiel just assisting you, protecting you, making you realize you're not alone. And you haven't lost your pot of gold. You're tightly holding on to it, all that goodness that you want to experience. So focus into this dreamer energy and let the ego go. And then you're also on a quest for your emotional happiness. The emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, yet contemplative emotional alignment for you. And this is falling in love. It's relationships going to the next level. It's meeting someone who is, icing on the cake. You're already perfect, whole, and complete. So the person you seek is in addition to that and is in a complement to that, who gets you and understands you and just adds value fulfillment to all that goodness. And if your emotions have been, going up and down, and I know they have been a little bit with Saturday's Taurus full moon that we experienced this past Saturday, just those emotions, they're tied to the changes you need to make. They're tied to you aligning to your highest potential. So ride that out, understand the deeper meaning. It's like the Chariot, going within to understand what your inner struggles are, so then things can take off. And go out and have some fun. Lighten up. Don't sit at home and brood about your emotions. Go out with your friends and have some fun. Lighten it so that emotional stuff becomes romantic and enthusiastic, and any contemplative things that you're doing are all to help you shift. Nice energy with that. And then some kings. You had the queens, which are solutions, and now you've got the kings. Kings are outcomes. So you took action, now you get your outcome of action. You are motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. So when you focus, you're going to get results. When you're focusing on the positive outcomes that you want to achieve, on those positive desires and goals and wonderfulness, that action is going to lead you to where you want to go. It's not going to be wasted. And you can communicate with vision, and you can let those leadership skills come out. And this is also getting advice from someone else who's very creative and ambitious and charismatic and will motivate you to take action on your wonderful ideas. Back up here to this page of fire, who was giving you the message, and then, after all these new beginnings and getting rid of the ego and aligning to some emotional goodness, The King of Fire gives you an outcome, that it's working. It's fantastic. And then the King of Earth. Fire is about taking action. Earth is again about up here, this Queen of Earth. It's your money. It's your health. It's your physical, material world. And you are generous, professional, responsible, and practical. And allow those attributes to assist you in creating your successful time and confidently accepting those opportunities that your guides want to keep reminding you are being offered to you and are available to you. And the Midas touch is a bit of magic again. You had the magic around the dreamer here and acting upon your dreams coming true now. And the King of Earth is reminding you you've got that magical Midas touch. So whatever you put your focus to and your hands to is going to turn out amazing. Better than you could have predicted. So a nice alignment reminder for you. And then the ace, like the knight above it, is a beginning. A new emotional beginning. It's falling in love. It's, again, that relationship hitting a new high, starting a new chapter. It's also your spiritual growth. And you're recognizing your intuition and work with your intuition. Appreciate it. Recognize it when you see it and it's acting out for you and it's positive and it's good, because it always will be. It comes straight from your higher self and your counsel of loving spirit guides. So your intuition is always trustworthy and reliable. If you are getting negative messages or fear-based messages, they're coming from your ego. And, we don't dance with the ego. We only dance with our spirit guides and our angels and all that loving magical energy that is going to give you all the things you want. This is also the marker card for a new home. So if you want to move, look into that and see how that energy is flowing for you right now. So I love some repeat but new energy for us. I would love to give you a personal reading. I will call in your personal counsel of spirit guides and angels and loved ones and entities of the highest white light. And I will share with you all that they have for you. They will explain your blueprint and explain relationships in your life. They will tell you what's coming next and help you get into alignment with that. They'll help you release any past life energy or any current life blockages or things that are holding you back to get to where you want to go. And they'll get that energy in alignment. They'll get you in alignment with what makes you the happiest. So all the information for readings is on my website, which is spiritpathways.net. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.